Iceland, an island nation, a civilization located in the north of the Atlantic Ocean with a population of only 360,000 people. 95% of its citizens are Icelandic and speak their official language. Their language has remained virtually intact in their historical process. This means that today an Icelandic can easily read a text written in their own language about 1,000 years ago. Discovered by the Norwegians in 800 BC, Vikings were the first to settle on this island. Therefore, we can make a Viking origin definition for Icelanders. In 1944, the United States of America became the first country to recognize Iceland. They joined NATO as the first country without an army. This country is a cold paradise that is outside of the general problems experienced by other geographies, so to speak, living independently from the world. As a result of the researches, it has been seen that the most peaceful people of the world live in these geographies. So much so that the average life expectancy in this country is exactly 80 years. However, life in Iceland is not easy at all, because Icelandic people have to show resistance to nature. As a result, they show a great example of struggle. Only a quarter of its land is suitable for living. Therefore, some natural reactions can take place on this island. For example, they are the world's geyser hubs, and these spots are known for spewing hot water to the surface. In addition, Iceland is one of the countries where the northern lights are observed most intensely. Such natural events, which have been going on for centuries, frequently visit the country. So, how can a country with natural disasters such as volcanic eruptions, where its land is almost unsuitable to grow crops, become the center of happiness? Let's evaluate Iceland with all its aspects. In this country, temperatures can drop to -39 degrees. Therefore, they contain the world's largest glaciers in their geography. Severe cold and snowfall can even bring life in the country to a halt. As a solution, the Icelandic government has started to install heating systems under the road and street floors. However, if blizzards begin, then no technology can stop them. Therefore, people are stuck in their homes for weeks. Since it is not known what surprises nature will visit this country with, Icelanders always do their grocery shopping and store food constantly. If you are not planting trees in Icelandic land with your own hands, unfortunately, you will not be able to see the trees that grow naturally in this country. Because the climate does not allow this. Since there are almost no forests, we can say that the diversity of wild animals in Iceland is quite low. In fact, there are no mosquitoes in this country. The cold winter climate makes this country narrow to mosquitoes and insects. Still, Icelanders were able to take advantage of these difficult situations caused by nature. So much so that they obtain almost all of their energy needs naturally, as well as using renewable energy sources very efficiently. For example, they obtain the geothermal energy they use from underground magma and volcanic reaction zones. Therefore, they do not need energy production with industrial activities. One of the biggest gains of current operation, as you can imagine, the cleanest air on Earth is in Icelandic soil. In this country, the police are not carrying guns. Gaps stand out in prisons. The country is so safe that even the statesmen do not have protection with them. Situations requiring public order are so rare in the country that Iceland police have shot only one in history, which is the biggest indicator of this. Therefore, along with Norway, the world's lowest crime rates are experienced in these geographies. Gay marriage in Iceland is completely legal, unlike most countries in the world. The country even has a gay prime minister. There is no specific surname concept in the country. Newborns get ending suffixes at the end of their names. The surnames of women do not change even during marriage. If you are going to go to Iceland as a tourist, you need to keep your budget higher compared to other European countries. Because, together with Denmark, they are one of the most expensive countries in Europe. Tourist revenues in the country have increased considerably with the shooting of Game of Thrones, one of the most popular TV shows of recent times, in these lands. Although life here seems quite expensive for an outsider, local people can easily make a living. Because Icelanders have an average income of over $3,000 per month, they lead a life of higher standards than European and American people, let alone compare them with the weak countries of the world. So where exactly does a country with no industry get its income? Iceland exports fish and seafood to many countries of the world. Although it may seem like a simple profession, they have built the foundations of their economy on seafood. Since its lands are inefficient, many agricultural products are imported from abroad or grown in greenhouses, which is a more expensive production method. The country's lack of agricultural progress has seriously affected the food culture in the country. So much so that vegetable-based dishes are not well known in this country. Therefore, people's eating tastes have developed with an animal-oriented approach. This has hosted many strange dishes with it. First, let turkey in the world, many people will not even want to eat, but there is an inconvenience that even the smell from consuming food that they enjoyed. These people are eating rotten shark meat. In addition, sheep skulls and animal testicles are among the main food pleasures of this country. Consuming alcohol in public is one of the known prohibitions in Iceland. The well-known large food chains were also closed due to the fact that they were not popular in this country and transportation was very costly to this country. Icelanders work at least 40 hours a week. In this sense, they are in a completely opposite situation with their neighbors Norway. On the other hand, unemployment in this country is almost non-existent. So much so that Iceland grew even in the biggest economic crises. Another characteristic that makes Iceland different is related to education policies. Trainings are given according to the abilities of the individuals and there is no university entrance exam in the country. Literacy rates are also very high compared to many nations. So much so that most people who do not want to fish devote themselves to writing. In addition to geysers and hot springs, there are dozens of natural beauties to be seen in this country. Apart from its mountains, ice caves and beaches, Iceland is a kind of living center that will be envied by the whole world. It is a geography where calmness prevails and human problems are minimized. I leave you with the cold heaven on earth. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Take good care of yourself.